What's good, YouTube? Kyle here from Wrestling with Fans. It's finally time for our 50 subscriber collection video. First, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of the subscribers so far, all the video watches, all of you awesome people that love to join me on my live streams 4 nights a week, who check out the Fig unboxing videos, the Fig hunts, and all the other videos I've posted on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being along this journey with me so far, and here's the next 50. But right now we're just going to look at my wrestling figure collection. You can see some of it behind me right here. Now, I'm only going to concentrate on my wrestling figures during this video since this is a wrestling channel. However, I do have a lot of other cool stuff. I got Marvel, Star Wars, other things like that, Harry Potter. If you'd like to see more of my collection in another video, comment down below and let me know, and I will finish that video up and put that out as well. But for now, we're going to take a look at some of my wrestling figures in the collection. And again, thank you so much for letting me hit 50 subs and joining me on this journey. Let's get into the collection, guys. All right, guys, let's start right here with my little Funko Pop wrestling ring. We got to turn the Hulkster around. So you can see we got Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Mean Gene Okerlund, Andre the Giant, and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Yes, I know it's in a WrestleMania 3 ring. Yes, I know this is the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks. It's kind of tucked in here on my dress with all my other stuff. I've got Master Chief, Grogu, kind of stuck over here in the corner. I need to find a new home for this, but for now, this is where it is. These are just some of my wrestling Funko Pops. I thought it would be kind of cool to set this up in a Mega Powers versus Mega Bucks display. I love these Pops. Pop figures are one of the first things I started collecting as an adult. And I have a lot. So again, if you want to see my Pop collection and other stuff, make sure you comment down below and let me know. This is pretty cool. I'd like to find a more permanent home for this, but this is where it sits right now, next to my giant Grogu, mini Grogu. Got some Master Chief stuff that I haven't found a home for yet. My $2.99 bowling plaque. And then I got my Hulk display over here. We'll do a little sneak peek. Some of my Marvel Universe figures. Up here, Future Foundation, Thanos, Deadpool, Cable, Avengers, original Avengers. Cool stuff. I got some artwork too I can show off. But let's move over here. As we move around the room a little bit, let's come over here to this. This is my kind of mini Hasbro collection. I've collected these in the last years. I got the Bushwhackers, all 3 members of Demolition. Got Conrad Thompson there in the back, and the Big Boss Man, the Twin Towers. I still need to get another Demolition mask for Crush. I'd love to get a 3rd mask somewhere. The Crush and Smash came in a 2-pack with the masks. Axe did not. So I figure I put it on the original 2, but I'd love to get a 3rd one for Crush. And then one of the only mock figures I have in my collection is this Undertaker Retro that I picked up from a friend of a friend. I thought about opening him up, but I decided that for now I'm going to keep him mock and on the wall. So we'll leave him there. We're going to come over to the other side of the ring. The room. We'll start up top. Hillbilly Jim. Jen got me that for Easter last year. It is one of the most pristine LJNs I've seen. Came with this hat. I mean, the paint is near perfect except for, one little spot right there on his ankle. This is one of the first toys I remember having as a kid. Huge Hillbilly Jim fan. Love that. Right there, I got my AJ Retro. Just figured I'd put him up there. And then my Bray Wyatt Elite. Pretty cool figure there. Picked that up. Buddy of mine picked that up somewhere. Just gave him to me. He's like, yeah, I saw it and thought he was. So I figured I'd give you that figure. And we'll come down here to this little display. This display actually had like 4 Star Wars puzzles in it, but I took them out, spray painted it white, put some things on the back to hang it on the wall, and now it's kind of a cool little display. As you can see, we got Daniel Bryan up here. Different variations of Daniel Bryan throughout his career. Really, really cool. Come down, we got the Fiend SummerSlam Elite on the left, the Ultimate Edition Fiend there in the middle, but I gave him the lantern because I think it looks a lot cooler on him. And then the Bray Wyatt basic there, the Firefly Funhouse. I thought it'd be pretty cool to add them in here. Up here, we got a couple of my favorite wrestlers. Matt Riddle with the U.S. title, bro. And MIA, Aleister Black. But Keith Lee will go in this spot when he gets unboxed. He's still sitting here with some other figs. And down below, we got the Hardys. We got Matt there, then Woken Matt, Jeff. Awesome figs. I had to keep the Hardy Boys together. We'll come down here to the next section. This is my little display ring. It's just a raw ring you can pick up from any of your retailers, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like some entrance poses. Got Ricochet there, Randy Orton there in the back, the Godfather. And then this was pretty cool. I thought this was kind of cool to have the Warrior kind of hanging off, doing his run across the ring apron. That's one of my Ultimate Warriors. We got Demon Finn here. This is the Ultimate Edition Finn Balor. And then just a regular Elite Finn Balor doing this pose. And then the late great Ultimate Warrior from his last appearance on Raw. I figure I kind of have him posing in the corner like he was on Raw that night. And then of course, last but not least, there in the middle, Ultimate Shinsuke Nakamura. He was the first Ultimate Edition figure that I ended up purchasing. We'll move over here. This is kind of the new generation era figs. I thought I'd put these together, but I got Big Gold there, one of the display stands, and of course we got Medusa, aka Alundra Blaze, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon with the Intercontinental Championship, King Mabel. Now this is the Chase King Mabel figure. Really cool. I like that one. And then we got Ultimate Edition Bret Hart and the 1-2-3 Kid. And you can see I've got the Raw backdrop. I actually made that. I took some foam board, cut out some stencils of the lettering. It was red foam board, but I went ahead and spray painted the whole thing red. As you can see, I just kind of built some braces there on the back so it stands up. Wanted to look like that classic early years of Monday Night Raw. And of course, we got Vanguard 1 chilling here, and the dilapidated boat down there as well. It all came with that Matt Hardy. But I'd like to redo this, do a little better, because some of the lines aren't very clean, but I figured just for display purposes for now, it works. So all these guys from this era of WWF, I'll put here in this display. It's pretty cool. I think it fits very well in the collection. All right, we move down here to the cube section. As you can see, this is my little AEW spot. Got Hangman Adam Page, Dustin Rhodes, the Lucha Brothers, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Mox, and MJF. I've got a good majority of the figures so far. I originally didn't want to collect AEW, but after getting all of Series 2 in the wild at one time, I figured I'm just going to go and dive head first into it. But I absolutely love these Jazzwares figures. I didn't think I would. One of the only gripes, as you can kind of see, is the scaling on some of these. Like Mox is a giant compared to all of the others. Even taller than Dustin Rhodes, who I think is like 6'5", 6'6" in real life, something like that. But I love the figures, other than some skin tone issues with like Kenny Omega Series 1. But really cool figures. I just put all my AEWs in here for now until I come up with a better display. I might get an AEW ring and do something similar to this part of the collection and put them all in there together. We'll move down here. As you can see, I've got my Harry Potter wands, mystery boxes. If you've been following the channel, you've seen Jen and I get those when we're out on fig hunts. And these are the 4 non-duplicates that we have so far. And then in here, I had nowhere to put them for now, but this is my old G.I. Joe figures going all the way back to the 80s. And I got a couple Star Wars in there. There's a Han Solo laying there on top. I'll go through these in another video possibly. And then here is just a fun little section. I've got Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior from their super pose down at I think it was SummerSlam. I'm not sure what year, but it was at a SummerSlam. And we got Jake the Snake about to deliver the vicious DDT to Dolph Ziggler. Just some cool figures from that era. And of course, Damien here. Move over here and we have, I love these figures. It's the WrestleMania 3 ring carts. Big Andre the Giant. Macho Man Randy Savage. I will probably end up putting my defining moments in there with Miss Elizabeth. And then if I get the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Fan Central, he'll go in here. So I'll probably put those in the carts for now. Real cool figures. They're out in the wild. So hopefully you guys have been able to find them if you're looking for them. They move up here to kind of like an 80s era. Sort of. This is the Motu WWE Masters of the Universe Becky Lynch. I didn't know where to put her, so I just stuck her here. I picked her up for Jen. And then we got the Macho Man Retro Fest with big gold. It doesn't really fit the era, but I just put him here because I thought it looked cool. JYD, one of my absolute favorite wrestlers growing up as a kid. His theme song, Grab Them Cakes, just brings back memories every time I hear it. There in the back, we got the Chase, Greg the Hammer Valentine chilling. The one and only classy Freddie Blassie here. And then this Vince McMahon figure with the pedestal. I absolutely love this figure. And then Bobby Heenan trying to hide his face in the weasel suit in the interview. Some cool figures from my childhood. I'd love to be able to fill this in with some more guys from this era. This is when I kind of started watching wrestling, was kind of in this early 80s era. And then we come over here to the centerpiece of my cube section. And it is the Undisputed Era. Love these guys. My favorite part about NXT. Rest in peace, Undisputed Era. But there in the back, we've got the 3-pack. The Undisputed Era 3-pack with the display. So I thought that'd be cool to put that in the back. I wish it went up a little higher, but it's all good. Shock the System. This was the backdrop for the 3-pack. Got Fish, O'Reilly, and Cole, the original 3 members. And then we come down here. Got Roddy Strong in front with the North American title. Adam Cole, Bebe. Fish and O'Reilly with the NXT Tag Champs in their famous entrance pose. Got the chair and an extra armband that I had to glue because it was starting to come apart. But I love the Undisputed Era. Even though they are no more, they will forever be in my wrestling figure collection. Now let's move over here to the little display section. These are all my most recent figures that I've yet to unbox and go up into the display. Got the Pop figures, the brand new Edge, Otis with Money in the Bank, and the Amazon exclusive What Up Dad Boneyard Match Undertaker, which goes nice with Legends Series 9 Undertaker. Got the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, the non-chase version, but still an awesome figure. British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, love this guy. Keith Lee, the Chase in the silver and pink, can't wait to open this guy up. And then Street Profits, Dawkins and Ford, looking forward to opening these guys up as well. We'll move across. Here's my calendar, which I need to, we're gonna go and change this over in this video. Sorry, Becky. Put this up. Going to April, which is the Miz. I picked this up. I needed a calendar. I always like to have a calendar in my room for some reason. So I picked up this WWE calendar above my They Live thing there. And then here's a couple of figures I've kept mock. I forgot about these when I was talking about it earlier. Here's a 1 of 500 signed Al Snow and Head WrestleMania 15 Jax Bone Cruncher. So cool to have this one. And then this I've had forever, I feel like. Blue Blazer DTA Tour Jax Bone Cruncher. Still in card. The package has been beat up over the years, but I've decided to keep this guy mock for now. Same with this. This is a signed one. But really cool to have these up. And I needed something to put on this wall here when I moved my bookcase into the corner. So I'll put these here for now. These are just temporary homes. I'll find a more permanent spot for them down the road. And then, of course, Forever John Huber. Shout out to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast guys for creating this print. You got, Luke Harper, the Exalted One, Brody Lee, and like the Hasbro style figures. Really cool print. So glad to have this in the collection. And we'll do a quick sneak peek. My little Turtles display. We've got the new Pops. Got to get the rest of the Pops, but quick sneak peek. And then another quick sneak peek. You see my bookcase. Pop figures next to the computer. But I do have a couple wrestling figs over here. 2 Owen Hart Jax Bone Crunchers with penny tag team belt on there. As you can see, my figure arts. I'd love to get into figure arts. Some of my pops. Do a quick peruse of some of the pops. And then my comic books. Some of my graphic novels are down there on the bottom. But I got a couple other wrestling figs up here. You can see my Undisputed Era armband. And I've got Marte, Jannetty, and the Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels, Hasbro's. These do not display well because they just, the way they're angled, they don't sit very well. So I've got to figure out a home for them. I couldn't fit them over with my other Hasbro's, but see some of the other stuff. I got, Iron Throne back here, Apocalypse Archangel, the Halo Reach statue with the Legendary Edition. Non-wrestling related, but here's a replica of the 2016 Pittsburgh Penguins, a Stanley Cup ring. Got Mr. Mime up there. And then we got the 9th Wonder of the World, China. It's hard to see with all the LEDs. Let me pull this up here. Got the 9th Wonder of the World, China. She's just guarding the computer for now. I got my Star Wars over here. Got some Harry Potter wands. Here's another cool piece of my wrestling collection. We'll dive into this real quick. This is my ECW replica, the Taz belt. ECW World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. This belt has so much significance to me. When we were teenagers, and I've talked about it on the live streams a lot, we did backyard wrestling. And this was one of the first belts that we had. Before we just used tin and faux vinyl straps, we made our own belts. So we started buying the replicas when they became available. And this is one of the first ones that we ever ended up with. And it means a lot to still have this thing 25 years later. It's been through all of our backyard wrestling feds in like the late 90s and the early 2000s. It has several different names, but it means a lot. And then it is sitting on my little setup here. All this stuff here is my figure unboxing display. Speaking of figures, let me back up here. Let's get to the big display. This is my giant wall display of figures. We're gonna go through them all. But I built this. This is just a floating wall shelf on the bottom. This one right here, and then this is on. There's 2 tracks that run behind it. And then what I did is I put some foam board back there to give it a black backdrop, and then I ran LED lights under. Drop my camera under, and then over on the top. So when we turn it on, you got all the light. It's in there. You change color, and they'll all do cool stuff. But we're gonna turn them off, so it's gonna be easier to see that way. We'll set this right over here. So we'll start at the top. Up top is all, well, not all, but most of my wrestling Funko Pop collection. Start there in the back. I've got the Rock, the Gold Rock SmackDown 20th anniversary. Then we got IRS. He came with the $1 Million Man, so I put him up here. Got Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kurt Angle, The Fiend. Love that Fiend pop. Such a cool Funko Pop. Then we got the Dead Man flanking the chairman of the board. Had to have these guys in the collection. We go over here to Razor Ramon, The Miz, which I love the Miz pop, and then Cena, and then the Amazon exclusive clear You Can't See Me Cena. Let me pull him down because he's kind of hard to see, but there actually is a clear plastic Funko Pop. This one's in a protector. But that is the majority of my Funko Pops. You've seen the other ones over there behind me. And then I have an entire shelf of just women's wrestlers. Funny story, I didn't set out to collect so many of the women, but when I first started getting into collecting, they seemed to be the only ones that you could find in the wild. So those are the ones that I ended up picking up the most. I'm gonna move my chair out of the way so I can get in here a little better. So you can see we got Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan back there. We've got Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, love that figure. Io Shirai, which I've put the NXT Women's title that came off of Shayna Baszler. Got Natalya, Kairi Sane. We got one of my Nia Jax. We got Asuka. We got Paige basic back there. Some of these are basics, some of them are elites. And then the centerpiece obviously is Becky and Charlotte. Two of my favorites. Of course, Jen is a huge Becky Lynch fan, so this, the man figure, is technically hers, but it's in my display. And then we got an older Becky. We got Sasha back there. We've got Ronda. We got my other Nia Jax. Then we got the Charlotte and Becky Funko Pops. I need to get the man Funko Pop that matches this, but I haven't been able to pick that up just yet. And we got some Sasha and Bayley. This is the new basic until I get the new elite. It's kind of a placeholder. Got Mandy and Sonya. You got Mella chilling there in the back. Got another Alexa back there chilling. And then we're trying to move around here a little bit. So you can see we got Tegan Nox back there. We got the Iconics. And of course, Shayna Baszler, Mandy Rose. So got an entire shelf dedicated to just the women's wrestlers. China will join them here soon as I make room for her. Then move down to the next shelf. Now this is kind of hodgepodge of stuff here. Put a lot of NXT, some of my favorites from NXT over here. We've got Double Velveteen Dream there in the back. We've got Andrade over here. One of my other Ricochets. Finn with the old NXT title. Got a Johnny Gargano basic. Pete Dunne with the UK title. Love that Pete Dunne figure. And we got the Miz here with the WWE Championship. Since I don't have Bobby Lashley, the belt stays on the Miz in the collection for now. And we come here to the middle. You just watched the 3-year anniversary stream. We've got the American Dream, that the road if you wheel. And we got the Viking Raiders. These two figures are just so badass. I didn't know where to put them, so they kind of went here. That Raw ring from earlier in the video used to be in this spot right here. So I had the ring kind of tucked into the shelf. It looked really cool. Then we move over here. We've got my Macho defining moments. He does have an Intercontinental title belt on under there. There it is. And there goes Miss Liz. All right. So of course we got two Miss Elizabeths. The one from SummerSlam last year and an older one here. Macho getting the double dose of Liz. We got Christian. We got Scott Hall back there in his NWO attire. Got Goldberg with big gold here. You got an Edge basic back there. So you got a CM Punk back there. You got the Halloween Havoc Rey Mysterio. Got the Rock figure arts. You got that Royal Rumble Warrior, which a lot of people are having trouble finding. I was lucky enough to find him. And then the Legends, Eddie Guerrero. This is kind of like my little Legends section right here. Just for some that I didn't have a place for. I'm going to redo the entire shelves and reorganize it. But for now, this is how everything's set up. Let's move over to this side. And this shelf is jam-packed, full of figures. Got a Cena back there. Got Otis and Tucky back there. Got a Sami Zayn. Got another Ricochet. Elias. We got the New Day up here. Got all three of the brand new New Day figures. It's so cool. Love these guys. Got Drew McIntyre. Got a couple different AJs in here. It's kind of hard to see. There's not a lot of light, so I apologize. And got Braun Strowman back there. A Big Show with two Jax belts. It's pretty cool. Got Bork Laser, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe. Got Roman with the red Universal title. I've got a blue one hopefully coming soon. As soon as I get Goldberg from Jen, she has a Goldberg for me. Got Cena. Got Ultimate Triple H. And I got my, this is like my little Triple H corner. Because I got the Ultimate Edition. We got the new Decade of Domination Triple H. Got the SH Figuarts Triple H, which is an awesome figure. Got a couple others back there. The Terminator one, the biker one. We got Steph to go with them with the little mask there. Then we come here to the middle. Got KO hiding back there. We got the Brothers of Destruction, Kane, American Badass Taker, Ultimate Hollywood Hogan. Just an amazing figure. Love this figure so much. Then we got the 30-year anniversary Taker, Decade of Domination Wave 1 Taker, And this is a custom from Justin over at Unbox Alliance. I picked him up there. He's got a custom paint job on him. There's a random cane mask that came with the American Badass Taker. But this is the major display. I'm quickly outgrowing it. I need to come up with something else to put these guys in, but that is the main display here. All right, guys, well, there you have it. That is a little glimpse into my wrestling figure collection. Again, if you enjoyed it and you want to see more, like some of the Marvel stuff up there, comment down below, and I'll do a full collection with everything else that I have in here. It's a lot of cool stuff. But again, thank you guys so much for 50 subscribers, and I've got someone else here. Anything you want to say for 50 subs?
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys. That's about all I got. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, let us know. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Once again, my name is Kyle, and
Jen.
this has been Wrestling with Fans. We'll see you guys in the next video.